Hi there everybody, it's TimeBank Tom with another session on some ideas that might help make it easier for you to pursue your TimeBank activities on the internet. I went to wikispaces.com about a year and a half ago and created an account, and after the first account I've created a number of wikis, probably upwards of 50 actually wikis, and what I'd like to share with you right now is search TimeBanks USA. Let's take a look at that right now. I've made the screen much smaller than it would normally be so I could fit the entire page in and show you in one glance what I'm talking about here. This is a wiki. A wiki is a website, and I've made these images, but the difference with your ordinary website and this one is that you can join it and you can make changes too. So let me indicate some ways of maneuvering around here. Search TimeBanks USA. You'll notice in the upper left hand corner is a pretty natural looking map of really North America. Kind of covered up Mexico there a little bit, sorry about that friends, but United States and Canada are mostly viewable there. And anytime you click on that, you'll always come back to this page. That's the little button at the top that always brings you back to the front page. Down that column below the map are some other choices of how to maneuver around within this wiki, and some other wikis I've created to include Edgar Kahn in his own words, and a World Wide Web wiki that I hope people from other countries will contribute their TimeBank communications in, so we know how to find you and you know how to find us. TimeBank TV is a place I'm trying to hold all of the videos I can find from around the internet of time banking, and if you would please join that, you could just load them for me and take the pressure off me of having to find them all, because we can all do this together. And finally, TimeBank Radio, which is where I'm going to try to log all of the audio that either gets recorded or has been recorded, so people can use these resources to bolster their understanding, to enlarge their understanding of the TimeBank effort around the world and around the country. Let's just go down to the bottom of the page briefly. The very bottom has the Wikispaces information, and there's a lot of good information down there about a blog they have and other assorted information about who they are and why they're doing this, and the fact that what I'm showing you is literally free. Let's just go up from the bottom and you'll see some icons. The 50 states, 4 of them I was able to make into maps, but you know, there's just other things I had to be doing, and so I let that go. But if you touch on any of those icons of any of those 50 states, you will go to a page, and I'll just not even know what I'm clicking on, and I'll click on this one right now to show you what I mean. And when the page opens, well, coincidentally I happen to have clicked on my own home state, but in any event, that's perfect then, isn't it? We have in the middle of the screen a picture of the state of Michigan taken from above, and I included that there, and just below it, the Michigan Alliance of TimeBanks. And if you click on the icon for the Michigan Alliance of TimeBanks, you will in fact go to a page dedicated to them, in fact their website, yes indeed. And the search engine that you see in the center of the page only has the websites of the TimeBanks that I'm aware of in Michigan. So if you do a search on potlucks, it'll only show you the results that come up in TimeBanks that are only in the state of Michigan. And all 50 states can have this ability, and I also have a search engine at the very beginning. I tapped the North American continent, the image up at the top there, to come back to the home page, and there's a search engine in the middle of this page, and it has all of the websites of TimeBanks in the United States that I have been able to find to this point, and that's where I need your help to help me understand that there are other websites and wikis about TimeBanks I haven't found yet to put in here, so that if you do a potluck search in this search engine, results from TimeBanks all over the nation will pop up on your screen. But my point is this: I'll pick any other state here, that on every one of the states I have created here, there are 3 icons. You'll see one here, and one here. And what they are links that I have created that when you click on them will take you to the Wikipedia entry. In this example, a list of all of the radio stations that are in New Hampshire. I can go down the list. If I'm in a time bank in New Hampshire, I can locate my nearest radio station in Gorham here, and I have a good friend who lives there, so we'll pick that. Were I to think I were to click on Gorham, I would probably learn more about Gorham, but I'm going to go over to the left and get the WEVC radio call letters and click on it, and that radio station's information comes up, and it's just one more short click to wherever their official website is and the stream of it itself, and I'm there. And I have found where my local NPR, in this case radio station, is in New Hampshire because I went to this page that I found when I was at Search TimeBanks USA. I recommend to any of you to try any of the other choices I've made up above here. I have some ideas for things and some connections to TimeBanks USA and some other places. What explains the widgets that are on all of my wiki pages down at the bottom. But the reason for being here today is to draw you into Search TimeBanks USA and see, and I will come in a little bit closer now, that each page has something called Let Us Build Media Contact Lists Together. And if you click on it, you will go to the page dedicated to this idea of building media contact lists together. And at this moment, I only have a handful of icons here, but the point is this, and I will be building on this list, to contact C-SPAN. C-SPAN covers events. Let them know you're doing a regional event, and click on C-SPAN here, and a page will appear dedicated to what I've found from them, a message I sent to them, and some communications, and how to find out more. Here we go. Send pertinent information, including contact information about events, to our assignment desk staff at events@cspan.org. Ladies and gentlemen of the Time Banks in America, I suggest very strongly that you exercise this email address and send them your events. Maybe they will cover you. We go back down to the bottom of this page. I have Media Contacts page, which takes us back to that place we were just a moment before. The Daily Show, if you click on the Daily Show, you will see a page dedicated to the Daily Show come in. I have a video that I'd made once upon a time because I found out how to contact the Daily Show, and I think this is to their website here, to the page perhaps that no, it's I suggest that you look at some of the Daily Show episodes if you haven't done so before. I recommend with much energy that we try to get our message on programs such as the Daily Show with Jon Stewart. But let's go back again to the Media Contacts page, and you'll find that what I'm trying to do here is to build a list. And with NBC, for example, I think I do have the contact sheet page of how to reach them. When you click on it onto the website, you go directly to, okay, still just other videos. It's just a link to their website. I'm sorry, I thought I was taking, what I'm going to do is to get all of the ways it is that we have to contact these people and send them articles, and I want to organize it here. Let's go back to the beginning where I had that original states business going on, and let me go down just a little bit and I'll find still another state to click on. I see North Carolina there. Let me try to grab that. I'm going to open it up and we will see the 3 Wikispaces articles that I found regarding newspapers in North Carolina, television stations in North Carolina, and radio stations in North Carolina. And I pick one of these. I'll pick the television stations in North Carolina, and the television stations appear before me that are in the various markets in North Carolina. And let's pick one here. Let's pick WRAZ, Fox affiliate in Raleigh, North Carolina. And if we go down to the bottom of the page after we can gain any information we think we might want from in fact, the Wikipedia site, we can click on it And ladies and gentlemen of the Time Banks of America, I suggest you take the next step here. You locate the websites that I've helped to make available to you, if only by virtue of the fact that it's one of the clicks you have to make on this page here, and seek them out, and then click on Build Media Lists Together, please, which takes you back again to your own state's page here, where when you're an editor in here, you can open this up. And I can come in close, because what I've done here, especially once you are participating, is made a space that you can say the name of the person you found, the email address of the person you found at that website that you've just been to, because you found it, because I led you to it here, and you can put all of the information in here. And when you save it, as you would any Word document, there it is, available to you and me and everybody else in your community who might want to use the information in the email address. But it's only because we have the Let Us Build Media Contact Lists under North Carolina that I could go back to this wiki page and even locate the newspapers, the television stations, and the radio stations in my state. Again, Let Us Build Media Contact Lists Together takes you back and forth between how to find the media outlet in your state and the page to write down what you found. If you go down below, you can see that North Carolina is sort of highlighted because I've just visited it, but there are all the other states. So if you now would like to go to, say, Mississippi, I click on it from down below there, and I'm back on the Mississippi page. And if I touch the Let Us Build Media Contact List Together under Mississippi, I go to the Mississippi Wikipedia entries I'd found and made these little icons for, so that you can simply click on them and find the local radio stations in Mississippi. Pick the one you're interested in, and if they have a website, you should be able to find it from this. I don't know or care right now if they do or not, but it's a way for you to research what you find. Click on Build a Media Contact List, because that's what we're doing. Open the page, fill in the information you found, and everybody will have been able to pick out this information and put it in a place that's obtainable to us all. We can build other lists of other sorts in order for us to be able to send the stories, and we can begin to build the lists that create the media lists that are then available, that we can send the stories of the exciting progress that we're making as time bankers in the local communities, because it will attract people who can help support the program as well as be involved in it, obviously. But this is just an idea. Time banking is just an idea. You can actually do time banking with a pad of paper and a pencil. But of course, we want to share the information as much as we can, and knowing how to locate your media sources in the community you live in is an important first step to being successful as a time bank. My name is TimeBank Tom. I have given you a tool that you can find your local newspaper, radio, and television stations in your community, locate their websites, search out, usually at the bottom of the page, Contact Us listings, and find that anchor, find that reporter, find that writer that you've seen or heard or read about before, and send them a note and tell them you'd like to meet with them and that you're doing some pretty exciting things and you think you're making a difference in the community. TimeBank Tom. See you next time with another tool I hope to share with you. Bye.
Da-da-da-da-da-da. It's the story of a lovely lady who is bringing up 3 children of her own. La 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 la.